Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Will Reichert will get this one started. Off we go from U.S. Bank Stadium. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Hut.
Now, faking the give. He's going to air one out right away. That is brought in. And he's going to take this one all the way into the end zone. There is a marker down. We're going to get the call, but I think this one is going to stand. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders will race out to a quick 7-0 edge.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is fielded inside the 5. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man downfield. It's Hawkinson. Look at the big man go. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big play for Minnesota. 67 yards.
There's a lot of factors that make this play so successful, Mike, and clearly the ability of this tight end to not only find the open space in the defense, but then after the catch to turn into a runner.
And he's into the end zone. What a start. Touchdown, Minnesota. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Reichert good with the extra point. The Vikings come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Green Jack. Set, ready, check.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Thrown quickly on the RPO to Bowers. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Set, ready.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And he'll get to the 48, and that's going to be good enough. It'll pick up a 1st down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Down. 6, Set.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. Dante Thornton was the intended target. It's second down.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
10 cycles. Yellow, 22. Hut, hut.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and some good blocking. Springing up, a gain of 9 as we get to third down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Raider first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 23, here's second down and 4.
52 blue. Drill green.
The motion man here is McClure.
Set.
They'll look to throw. And he's in. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Las Vegas. That's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Raiders will move out to a 14-7 lead. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. On a short one taken by Hawkinson. He's going to be marked down up around the 33. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 3.
Brings up second and 3.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That is a Dafe Owe. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year. Third and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready. Yep. Hut, hut.
They'll begin here on the ground. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Set, hut. 6, rank 38. Set, hut.
Back to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
It's a gain of 6.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A pickup there of 13. First down, Vegas.
So initially, I think the defense did a really nice job, Mike. They took away the quarterback's first couple reads, but he knows exactly where that check down is. He finds him. It's the running back in the flat. He ends up doing the rest. Picks up a nice gain before stepping out of bounds.
To the air now on first and 10. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Down. Black 40.
Man in motion here is Tucker. Now a shot here, deep middle. He's got it. And he's into the end zone yet again. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Raiders. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Back to the air again on second and 10. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And third down coming up. look to throw. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. A gain of 18 for number 18. And a first down.
It's a gain of 18. And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Dragon 60, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 60 Bison, 19 Lion.
They'll look to throw yet again. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Back to the air once more on second down. Open man downfield. It's Pittman. It's a gain of 19 in the air. It'll be a Vikings first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
First and 10.
Let's go now. Ready, ready, hut, ready.
That'll give up the middle. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
And what started out as a promising drive, now they find themselves in third and long. After being stuffed for a loss on first down with that ground game, they came right back to it, trying to make up some of those lost yards. The defense was having none of it. Third and long.
19, Tiger, 19, trap 60, trap 60.
Throwing now on third and long. He's going to air this one out. His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Okay, right. Ready, ready. Black 40.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Raider first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And he will score! Touchdown, Vegas. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in his first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
This returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready, right. Go, take off.
The drive will start on the ground. Into the secondary, past the 40. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big play for Minnesota. A pickup of 44 yards.
Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
To the ground, a first down run. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Here we go. Viking, hey, go.
This pass deflected and caught. And he'll take this one in. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Vikings. His 4th TD grab of the season. Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings are able to edge a bit closer. Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10.
Yellow. Here we go. Here we go. Watch out now.
Now, faking the give. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back, looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
Blue striker. Black 40. Hut.
He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. That's taken in. And he's going to have the Raiders first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. That's a gain of 18.
Right?
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. A gain of 19 yards.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A big play there for the Raiders. 31 yards.
First down.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it first and goal. Here's a run. Down to the 4. It'll be second and goal.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
Spike, 60. Come on, set. No. 60 red. 60 red. Set, huh?
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. He's got it at the 3.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Third and goal.
Set, green jack. Blue, 32. Chase it. 52 blaster.
Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. They'll talk things over before 3rd down.
Let's go. Red, 38. Ready.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This one incomplete. It is batted away in the end zone. And now it's 4th down.
And the defense knew they had to be ready for anything here on 3rd and short. They decided to put the ball in the air, and they might have been better off keeping that ball on the ground because that defense was ready for it, and they were all over it. Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
Now return coming from the 7. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Chase McLaughlin.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 32-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw. That's caught inside by Pittman on the slant. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 11.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Mustang 19. Dragon 60.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. And it's going to be 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession, and that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on fourth down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead, but it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop, and that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. Block. 95, 60. Ultra. Go ultra. Hut, hut.
Working from the shotgun. He'll hand this one off. Inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Raiders will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Vikings 14.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 31-yard line.
Ready? Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And the Vikings first down.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. Going over the middle and taken in by Pittman. And he will get into the end zone. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Minnesota. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turns it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up second and 1 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go, set. 52 blue. Set.
He'll drop to throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And his great game continues. And all game long, Mike, he's really been on the receiving end of a lot of big plays, but I think we might have just seen his best one yet.
He'll look to throw. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end, Bowers. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 29, and it's first and goal.
First and goal, Raiders.
Let's go now. Black, 95%.
Up the middle they go. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
60 red. 60 red. Smith red. Ready?
He'll go with the option here to the short side. And he will take it in himself. Touchdown, Raiders. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. That ball's going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Number 19. Take over.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
They'll stick with him again. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
At the 25-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up third and 5.
Third down, they need 5.
Go!
He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Ready, go!
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
Back to the air once more on second down. To the right side, he's got Hockenson, his tight end. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
19 Lions.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
30-yard line.
Set up. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Hey, switch.
Back to the air one more time. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Watch out now. Red 38. Blue striker. Ready.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Here we go. Ready.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get them the ball.
Down. Set, cut.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
Well, they say football is a game of inches, and plays like this explain why. You pick up a little bit more, it's a fresh set of downs. Now on 4th and short, this coach has a decision to make.
The offense is out there, 4th and inches.
Here we go. Set.
They'll go with the sneak. And he is going to have a Raiders first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, first down.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10.
Hey, full fury. Opposite. Green. Cut.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Ready, red, ready.
He pulls it in around the 5. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go, set. Yellow, 22. Hut.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Let's go now. 52 bull, 22 needle.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Ultra. Set.
Here it is on fourth down. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
Just a great effort by the back. I mean, just the ability to keep your legs moving to make sure he had enough to pick up the first down. He's able to move the chain by a few, and just a great call, great execution, especially given the circumstances.
Ready?
On the bootleg. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Let's go. Red 38.
Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught, and he's got another one. Touchdown, Vegas. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. McLaughlin now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Raiders add on to their already sizable lead. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
Go! 19, Tiger. Hut, hut.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And he will go all the way. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Vikings. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Got it.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Set, hut. 50, green. Ready?
They'll look to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he will be out of bounds. There is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what that is all about.
Set. Check, hut.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And At this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw over the middle. That's the tight end, Bowers. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game, and that one, a first down. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. How about that? Quick feet there. Made a man miss. On his way to a nice pickup of 7.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
On the ready.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
Let's go now. 52 blue. Ready? Go.
That's taken in, and this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. 18, pot.
Motion, change.
Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A dive and a catch. Incredible. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10.
70 Lion. Bronco 80. Go.
He'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. Now we're going to get a timeout, somewhat pointlessly called here with 3 seconds to go in a game that has already been decided. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
19 tight. 79 Bronco.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. They got out of the gates hot, ran out to the big 1st quarter lead, and did not look back as they cruise in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.